In Nigeria, we all want the best for our children, but the education system has many problems. This film looks at Kwara State and efforts there, supported by UK aid, to improve teaching and learning in schools.
Those who could afford it have taken their children to private schools. Those who could not, the poorest of the poor, have given up. They continue to send their children to these public schools where they have no hope of learning anything at all. How do we rebuild the entire system? So any society that could allow that kind of total collapse had to seriously re-examine itself.
To begin reforming education, Kwara planned an evaluation of all the 23,000 primary school teachers working in the state. But there was protest from the National Union of Teachers. The planned test had created fear and uncertainty amongst the members.
The main thing that disturbed the teachers at that time was the fact that they felt government was going to use that to sack teachers. But when we got the words of the commissioner and the word of the governor that it was meant to move us forward, and we saw the reason in it, we had to go to our members.
The state government, with the support of the union, now tested 23,000 teachers with a primary 4 exam. Nobody could anticipate the outcome.
The result we got from the assessment was totally shocking. Less than 5% of our teachers can actually do what we expect by our own curriculum a primary 4 child to be able to do.
To urgently improve the quality of teaching, a special task team was selected on merit and intensively trained.
If we can produce primary school pupils who can read and write, communicate effectively in English, and can even work out simple mathematical solutions, then our problem is half solved.
The State School Improvement Team works with teachers and head teachers to improve their knowledge and teaching skills.
Good teaching is only when pupils are involved in the class. In a poor teaching now, that is where the teacher takes control of every activity, and that will not help the learner.
To entrench these new skills, Kwara State has also completely reformed the monitoring and inspection of schools.
In the Teacher Service Commission, you have inspectorate units. In the State Universal Basic Education Board, you have inspectorate unit. In the ministry headquarters here, you have inspectorate unit. All of them working at cross purposes, no dialogue, no form of interaction, everybody doing their thing.
In the place of 3 competing organizations, Kwara State now has a Quality Assurance Bureau whose aim is to give schools, teachers and pupils the support they need. Reform was also required at the colleges of education, where quantity had become more important than quality. At Oro College, over 5,000 new teachers were graduating every year.
So quality no longer mattered. Whether you had the minimum requirement did not matter as long as you could pay.
But the problem was not just a huge number of students. The curriculum being taught at the college was totally different to the subjects taught in primary schools. This has now been reformed.
The new curriculum at Oro, I'm happy, is more or less unprecedented in the history of College of Education in Nigeria, in the sense that we are now focusing on subjects available in our primary schools and junior secondary.
All of these reforms are working to a single goal: giving our children the quality education they deserve.
When a parent put his child or her child in our school, what should they expect that child to be able to do? The answer to this question must be known to us in the ministry and must be known to the parents and the communities. So at every point, if that child is not able to do those things that we have all agreed collectively that that child should be able to do, then you have the right or even the responsibility to go to government and say, look, I put my child in your school. You promised me that my child will be able to do this, but my child is unable to do it. Why?
Across our nation, we need to work together to give our children the future they deserve. Government, communities, teachers and pupils. Together, we can make better schools and a better Nigeria.